It's a beautiful sunrise this morning looking across the valley, and you could probably hear a tawny owl there as well. We have lots of those in the area, and at night they come out across further from the woodland itself, and always great to hear. Anyway, I've just had a cup of tea. No Steve Bell, not my Leeds United mug. It's a fishing one, fly fishing one to be honest, and well, I've had that one years. Bit of a gimmick, but whenever people buy me things for birthdays and Christmas and all that sort of stuff, invariably there's either a football or a fishing theme behind it, and it's the latter that I'm off to do now. A very short session, mini jigging for my favourite species, the perch. It's a chilly start to the day, but as we know, as long as your bait's in the water, you've always got a chance. I'm fishing shallow water, and you can see there I've just had a little bit of a snag on the bottom there. As well as threading the fish back on, always check the hook because sometimes it will bend just slightly. What I do is put it in my mouth and just close it together with my teeth. You could use forceps, of course, but ultimately keep an eye on the hook itself. Also, the sharpness. Last thing you want to do, especially on these short sessions that I do a lot of, is to catch a nice fish and then lose it because the hook was out of place or not as sharp as it should be. And sometimes when you get a snag, as it releases, it causes an almighty tangle. Right, let's sort this one out. Not a good start, is it? Just for a brief moment I thought I'd got a fish. However, it's a small leaf. That's the thing with this type of angling. I'm fishing with braid, and it gives you that extra sensitivity to what's happening out there in the water as opposed to fishing with mono. Right, let's cast out again and see if I can get a fish on this session. I'll tell you something, it's cold, no sign of life. The old air is very chilly and it's very grey and overcast, but the bait's in the water. That means I've got a chance. Oh, I'm into a fish. Oh no, the one that got away. That felt like a good perch as well there. And I know my hook's okay because I've been checking it. Oh, how close was that? Definitely a nice fish. Well, will I get another bite of the cherry? That's the question, isn't it? I can but try. Lots of snags in this particular spot, and that's fortunately one that's worked out in my favour, but I have lost a couple of hooks and fish setups. At least they're not dead baits, are they, with trebles on there, just tiny little hooks snagged onto a branch somewhere. They're not going to do any harm. Short session, less than an hour, very enjoyable, rods made up for the next time. And talking of the next time, how do you respond when you lose a good fish? Because it was a nice perch. Everything's relative, of course, not talking 5 or 6 pounds, but from the water, very good indeed. But how do you respond? Do you think, that's it, I'm giving up, I'm never going fishing again? Or do you think to yourself, I'll be back?